Okay, this is the parabola homework. This is Thursday, February 28th homework. Don't do until Thursday. Okay, I'm just posting it early, but don't do it yet. I'm just posting it early, getting things done. All right, first problem. It's on page 355. Actually, it's on page 354. So it's on 354. This is try these A. Try these. So it's try these A. Okay, page 354. Here it is. Y minus 2 equals this. We are supposed to graph this and find the vertex, focus, directrix, and that's it. So let's do it. So which type is this? So you want to look to see which term is squared. Okay, always look to see which term is squared. And in the book, they like to use fractions. I personally don't like this. What I like to do is I like to make the x minus 3 squared first. I like the squared term first. So I just like you know how the book does it and how I like to do it. And I would like you to multiply both sides by 4. Because I'd rather not work with a fraction. So it looks something like this. You guys understand that? I move this to the other side. I like the squared term first. Multiply both sides by 4 and get the y minus 2. So basically, we're getting rid of this and moving it over to the other side by multiplying by 4. So this is what I gave you on your notes. Okay? So what is the vertex? Let's start there. The vertex is like the center. It's the opposite of the number with x and the opposite of the number with y. So it's 3, 2, and we're going to plot it over here. And we're going to write vertex. Now, when x is squared, it's either an up or down type. And because it's positive, it's going to be an up type. Actually, because either one, you have to look at these. Neither one of these can be negative. They both have to be positive for it to go up. So this is an up parabola. Okay? Next, you're going to take the 4 and you're going to set 4p equal to this 4. And p is 1. Now, my notes say p. I think the book uses d. Again, it's really, it doesn't matter. P is the distance from the vertex that you're going to go up 1 to find the focus point. So that focus point looks like it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this is your focus point. So this is your focus, and this is your vertex. They only are 1 apart, okay? So it's going to go up, and then, so this is, okay, vertex is first, focus, 3, directrix. We're going to go 1 down from the vertex right here, but it's not going to be a point. It's going to be a horizontal line, like your plate that your parabola is going to sit on, and this is going to go up. So this is an equation, y equals 1. That's a y. Y equals 1. Like, so you can be looking at your notes right here. This is type 1. Notice that your directrix is y equals something, and that your focus has the same x as your center, but you added 1 to that. Your axis symmetry, did it ask for that? It does. So the axis of symmetry is this line. And this should be perpendicular to your directrix. So your axis of symmetry is always, has something to do with the center. It's going through the 3 of the center. So it's x equals 3. Now, one thing you need to know about this 4, other than the fact that it helps you find your distance for your focus and directrix, it's also, I say the 4 is like a toothpick that goes through the focus. Okay, so here's the focus. So I have this 4, 4 units through the focus. So we're going to go 2 units to the right and 2 units to the left. What this does is it gives me 2 points on the parabola. So I can at least draw this without a calculator. At least I can get 3 of the points on the parabola. No, I could find some other ones. Like I could plug 0 in to x right here and find y and get some points, but I really just need the 3 right now just to make a general little sketch of that. And that's number A, letter A. So now we're going to do B. So letter B. This one is x plus 1. In the book, it says x plus 1 equals 1/8 y plus 3 squared. So again, this is how the book likes to write it. I prefer to write it like this, y plus 3 squared. I like to start with my square term. And I'm going to multiply 8 to the other side and write 8x plus 1. So basically, we're going to multiply an 8 to this side and an 8 to this side. And this is what we're going to get. So I'm going to put this in green. Okay, this is how I like it, right? This is how I like to look at it. So what does this mean? The y is squared. So this is type 2. This is positive. So this is going to open right. Okay, let's get that started right from so the first bullet point is right. Second bullet point, what is the vertex? The vertex, find x, is -1, -3. I could draw a straight line. -1, -3. So there's my vertex. And it's going to the right. So we're going this way. Going to the right. Nothing on the sides of the directrix. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set 4p equal to 8 and say that p is 2. So we're going to count 2 right. That's the way it's opening for your focus. This is vertex. So what is the focus? It looks to be 1, -3. Then we're going to count 2 left. So now we're going to count 2 left. And draw a vertical line for your directrix. So it's right here. And you're going to draw a vertical line because your parabola cannot touch this ever. So it's got to go away from the parabola off over here. It's type 2. If you look at your type 2, you'll notice your directrix is a vertical line. Now, to get some more points on this parabola, what else can we do with this 8 right here? It's a toothpick. Toothpick is 8 through the focus. So find your focus and go 4, 1, 2, 3. It's got to be a total of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gosh darn. All right, so vertex through these points right here. My y-axis is a little, here's my y-axis. All right, so it looks like this, and this has a length of 8. Do you see that? That's that 8 in front of your number. So we got our focus. We drew the vertex, but I haven't said what it was yet. What is the equation of this line? This is your directrix. So it looks like it's 1, 2, 3 to the left. So it looks like your directrix is, let's write that down here. A directrix is x equals -3, looks like. You got your focus, you got your vertex, okay, got all those things. Those are all important. And the last thing is your axis of symmetry. So your axis of symmetry is going to be the opposite of your directrix. So your directrix is x equals, your axis is y equals. And if you look right here, this is your axis of symmetry. And what is that? That looks like it's y equals 1, 2, 3. Y equals -3. And those are the 4 things you need to know. Okay, so now we are on try these B. What do they want us to do here before I see if I want graph paper or no graph paper? All right, we don't have to graph, but I'm going to probably do a little sketch. Okay, so try these B. A and B. Try these B, A and B. This is on page 355. I'm going to write down A's problem. X squared minus 2x equals -8y minus 9. Now, unlike circles, ellipses, and hyperbolas, parabolas, you only have to complete the square once. And how do you know which variable you're completing the square in? Well, you've only got one quadratic term, so we are completing the square in terms of x only. So if the term doesn't have an x, it needs to be moved to the other side. Well, in this problem, that's good because everything has already been moved to the other side. So we have both x terms, and that's what we want. We don't want any other term over here right now. So we're going to set up a trinomial. Blank space, and we're going to rewrite everything over here with another blank space, like this. So what's half of -2? -1 squared is 1. So we're going to add a 1 to both sides. Then you're going to complete the square. Half of -2 is -1. So you write it like that. On this side, you get -8y minus 8. Now, this side looks beautiful. I love it like this. But this side, we need to factor out whatever that number is in front of y. We need this to be a 1. So you're going to take a -8 out of this, and you're going to get y plus 1. So this is ready to go and ready to graph, but we're not graphing it. But I kind of need a graph just to make sure I get everything right. So this is going to open down. The reason that is because x is squared and because that 8 is negative. So this is a down parabola. The vertex is the opposite of this and the opposite of that, so it's 1, -1. Here's your vertex, and it's opening down. Your focus is going to be found by taking 4p equal to -8, and p is -2. Even though it says -2, it just means that it's still 2. You're still counting 2. So 2 here because it's going down, and that point is 1, -3. That's your focus. We're also going to go to the other way, and we're going to draw a horizontal directrix. So the directrix is a line, and it's y equals 1. The -8 means that you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 from the focus this way, and 4 from the focus this way, so that you know how wide this is going to be. Again, you don't have to graph it, but that's what it would look like. And the other thing you need is the axis of symmetry, which is the opposite of y, so it's x, and it is x equals, that also looks like a 1. You guys get all that? Sorry about that. I know I feel like I'm never on where I'm supposed to be. All right, so that's try these BA, or try these BA. Now we're going to try these BB. So this one has a y squared. So this is I already know this is a left or right parabola. I already know this is a left or right parabola because this is y squared. Okay, so let's get the y's on this side and move everything else to the other side. Do you see why this is positive 6x and minus 13? Plus blank. There's the equal signs. This one moves over, and this one moves over. So what is half of 2? 1. What's 1 squared? 1. And we're going to add 1 over here. Factor. Y plus 1 squared equals 6x minus 12. Then the last step is to factor out your 6 because we want to make this a 1x. And this is ready. So this is ready to go. So what is the vertex? Well, it's going to open to the right because y is squared and this is positive. So the vertex looks to be 2, -1. That's right there. That's your vertex. And it's opening to the right. So we know it's going this way. So this is your vertex. Your focus is going to be found by taking 4p equal to 6, and p is, looks like 6 fourths, 3 halves, 1 1/2. So we're going to go 1 1/2 to the right. So that looks 3 1/2, 3.5, -1. And we're going to go 1 1/2 to the left. And we're going to draw a line. So it looks like the directrix is the line x equals 1/2. And your axis is y equals this line right here, which looks like y equals -1. And that's it. Okay, now we're going to try these C. All right, I'm going to get a different piece of paper out because we don't need graph paper for this. So I need the back of one of these graph papers. All right, so try these C. we're just going to write some equations. Okay, try these, C, A. It says your focus is 7, -1, and your vertex is 2, -1. So we're going to write an equation. So you need to know what type it is. Is it up or down, left or right? How do we know that? Maybe just a quick little sketch. Again, you don't have to sketch 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, down 1. This is your focus, and your vertex is 2, -1. So just by looking at that little sketch, which way does this have to open? Well, it opens from your vertex, and the focus has to be inside of it, so it has to be like this. It has to be a right parabola. So maybe just take a quick little look at type 2 on your notes right here. And this is what it looks like when it's opening right. So let's write that. So we have y minus k squared equals 4p times x minus h. Okay, so this is what we have. So what do you need? We need 3 things. We need h and k, which is your vertex, and we need the distance, p. 3 things. So let's start by, we know the vertex, let's put it in. Y minus -1 squared. So that's going to be y plus 1. Then 4 times, we don't know p right now, but x minus h is x minus 2. So that's that. And all we need is to know the distance between your vertex. This right here is your p, right here. So count. What is that? Or just look. Between 7 and 2, what's the difference? It's 5. This p is 5. And since it's opening right, it's positive 5, not negative 5. If it was going left, it would be negative 5. So we're going to put a positive 5 in there. So your answer is y plus 1 squared equals 20, x minus 2, and you're done. Wasn't that easy? Okay. B, focus is 3, 0. Vertex is 3, 2. So let's quickly sketch what we have. I'm doing the vertex first this time. This is your vertex, and 3, 0 is your focus. Based off this picture, which way does this have to open? It has to start from the vertex, and the focus has to be inside of it. So it has to open this way. That is type 1. And this is how you write type 1. Now, we need to know our vertex, but we also need to know that this p is negative because it's opening down. Sometimes that's a trick thing. So we get to know that the p is negative. So first with the vertex, x minus 3 squared, because the vertex is right here, equals y minus 2. Now for the p, what is the distance from vertex to focus? It is 2, but it's really negative 2 because it's going down. So this is going to be 4 times -2, which is -8 times y minus 2. There's your problem. C, focus. These beat the ellipse and hyperbola problems at least. I feel like I just did this problem. No? Oh, this looks just like the last problem. So this is pretty similar to the last problem. 3, 2 is the vertex, and the focus is 1, 2. Oops. No, it's not like the last problem. This is going left. This one's going left. If you plot the points, it's going left. So left is this type. But this is negative because it's going left. So y minus 2 squared, because this is the k, this is h, this is k, equals the distance between here and here is 2, but it's -2. So it's 4 times -2, and then x minus 3. For a y minus 2 squared equals -8 times x minus 3. And the last one. Focus is 2, 2. Vertex is 2, -1. So your vertex is 2, -1. And your focus is 2, 2. Which way does this have to open? Up. So up is this. So the vertex would be x minus 2, because the vertex, this is h, this is k. The p looks to be what? From -1 to 2 is 3. So p is 3, and it's going up, so it's positive 3. So this is going to be 12, and then y plus 1. Done.